How's gonna go and get the last on the Terrorblade. There's gonna be the person back out. They're able to go through. KP gonna get stuck up here, and he's gonna be going down. There's nothing he can do. Ohio ends up drawing first blood. Newbee going. How's gonna go and get the last on the Terrorblade. There's gonna be the person back out. They're able to go through. KP gonna get stuck up here, and he's gonna be going down. There's nothing he can do. Ohio ends up drawing first blood. Newbee going. How's gonna go and get the last on the Terrorblade. He's gonna get stuck up here, and he's gonna be going down. That's gonna be Team is gonna be dying, and that's gonna be another someone coming back out. They're looking for more here. Mushi ends up falling in return. Bloody fight so far. Now Kaka under siege, but everyone's gonna be backing out. 4 stacks of napalm. Rather 5 stacks coming out. Samu is gonna be looking for some spray there. There's gonna be 6 stacks. Oh golly, that is a very dead shadow. Even nothing to do about that. Also into the pit looking for the deny, but won't find it. What the heck just went on, Winter?
Alchemist decided to go for acid spray. That's why they got the first bird. They want to fight there. And in the room wall, he managed to get another acid spray down, but so he got the rune but didn't actually go screen, so didn't get the bonus score from there.
Oh, arrow's gonna come through. They will time it correctly. So KP once again in some trouble. Wisp not gonna be there to bail him out right now. Gonna be going back down through. Eats up a tree, but they should have the raw damage. One more click from mid one. Means he could be in some trouble. KP trying to juke around the best he can. That Bristleback not leveled up, and finally 3-4-3 meets him in the middle. One last hit means it's gonna be 2 kills in the Shadow Demon now.
This is not very good for them. Like Bristleback needs to have a good laning phase for the hero to be relevant and to be useful later. They need to play a bit more safe until Bristleback gets level 2, so he has his passive, and Ayo has overcharge at level 2. When they have those spells up, then they can start to play more aggressive.
Alright, so, I mean, 3-4-3 here, obviously having a great Shadow Demon game. He's only level 2, holding on to a skill point right now, but what does he need to do to continue this streak? Just be where the blood is, or should he go roam around?
I think they will focus on helping the TB. Yeah, I don't think they will roam too much, because if they leave the lane, SD and Terrorblade alone cannot deal with the Ayo and Bristleback when they have level 10. In fact, they already have their level 2s. Bristol is 1 creep away from getting his level 2, so the lane is going to start to get difficult for the Terrorblade. So if I'm the support, so I do not want the Terrorblade to be under too much pressure.
Alright, Bristle sitting back. He's got that enchanted mango, so able to go for some more quill sprays if necessary, but I mean, he's just got that stout shield, no poor man's or anything, not going to be leveling up. Do you think he goes for the early Vanguard here?
Early Vanguard or even an early mech for his team, because usually you see when you see Ayo Bristlebacks, the Bristleback would get the mech early because you get the double heal from the tether. So that's a very good pickup for Bristleback in this scenario, because Ayo won't be able to get it early unless he gets a lot of kills, which is not that common. So that's a good option for the Bristleback. Arcanes into mech with the Ayo.
Alright, so we're hoping for a little break in the action down bottom, but might not be so lucky as 3-4-3 coming back in, is holding on to that disruption, wanting to go through and just getting a little bit aggro going on, but not going to initiate onto the Bristleback because obviously the Wisp is right there as an ambulance. Yeah. Meanwhile, mid lane, let's take a look at what's going on. Moo versus Mushi. You know, Batrider mid, not the most common here. How do you think it's going to play out versus the Alk?
This lane is gonna be like, I'm gonna farm my creeps, you're gonna farm your creeps. I would say it's Batrider's favorite if the early thing didn't happen, but they got, so I think Fnatic got the first blood. If Mushi didn't get the first blood, but they were able to help him. Bottom lane, they got a disruption on.
Yeah, going back in the air, not going to connect here, so it looks like KP just going to kind of scoot his way out. Wisp comes back in, maybe he'll have to do a little bit of harass there, but they are going to go back in. Reflection showing up, so KP just going to be going in, taking a Bristleback clone, but nothing he can't deal with now. Mid one, just, he's got that Metamorphosis, level 1, hasn't popped it yet. Usually first Metamorphosis coming out when they feel like they can go in for some more aggression.
Yeah, you can see right now, as soon as they get their level 2s, like I said, it's going to increase the pressure onto the Terrorblade. They're going to try to go on him again.
Oh, this time they get the arrow. There's the Metamorphosis, so more and more damage coming his way. He's trapped in between Bristle and Lucian's. Kaka comes back in, but do they actually have the damage to finish him off? Wisp going to be taking some Shadow Poison. KP getting very, very low. Oh, look at that. One more hit would have taken him down, but both heroes going to get out safely this time.
The poor man shield saving him there. He chose to go for an early poor man shield on the Bristleback. Both of them are going to suicide.
Yeah, the Ancient Pit, it gets stacked, but it is a cute little graveyard there now.
Yeah, they're gonna come back to the lane and Metamorphosis pop, so after it ends, the Bristleback and Ayo can play extremely aggressive on this lane to try and either get kills or just slow the Terrorblade down. And you were mentioning about the Bat Rider versus Alchemist. I expect the lane to be very even. Bat Rider will get his farm, Alchemist will get his farm. You see Mo here trying to get Napalm and Firefly onto the Alchemist, but just gonna push the wave out. Like basically what you do here is you push the wave and you try to go jungle or stack the jungle and get your blink. For Alchemist it's the same thing. He pushes the lane and he jungles.
Do you think we're going to see Batrider prioritizing that, level 6 lasso blink and go straight in for the aggression? Or is he going to stop to go for something like drums or any sort of mini stats? Yeah, they're going in. The arrow this time does latch. He's their target. He's not going to be the ambulance. He's going to get popped. Now, KP all on his own, trying to go for the chase here. Piranha's is very, very low. DJ vulnerable to one more close break. It will end up in the kill on Piranha. Now, mid one going back on in. It looks like KP just scampering about. Maybe trying to turn things up to 3-4-3. One more quill spray. He's fresh out of mana. Not going to pop that mango, so he's gonna run out alive. Losing the Wisp, I think, is definitely worth getting down that Mirana.
Yeah, 1-for-1 trade, 2 versus 3 is really good for a newbie. And they just need to get Stick on this Bristleback. He still hasn't have a Stick. Stick is very good in this lane against the tri-lane of Fnatic, and it's an extremely good item on Bristleback.
Yeah, I mean, just the Shadow Poison sprays alone are gonna be filling that thing up.
And he bought something. What did he buy? He spent some on his code. What?
What?
He bought something. I don't know what he bought.
Doesn't look like there's anything sitting around.
Never mind, maybe I'll...
Oh, over here, the arrow connects onto Moo. Mirana rotates into the mid lane. It's going to be successful. I don't think Batrider can get out of here. He does go for the Firefly. Actually gets himself up from the high ground. Throws out some napalm stacks and just goes and laps through a camp with style there, burning down some of these creeps. And Moo definitely feeling comfortable there in the mid lane.
Yeah, we didn't talk much about top lane because Ohio has been all the Iron Talent jungling. So right now he's returned to the top lane to try and, contest. But the lane has moved back towards newbie sides of the tower, so he decided to go back into jungle to save play. And Lion so far has already been doing a lot of pulling. He's almost level 5. He has very, very good levels. Has a TP scroll, so he's starting to roam around. This is what you should do if the enemy has a jungling hero and no one's on the top lane. You should move around and either do stacking or help the other lanes. Because you want to be able to pressure the enemy for jungling one hero. And the carry should always constantly push the lane towards the tower.
Oh, they're going back in here. Metamorphosis pops out. KP just completely stuck in by his own illusions. Ambulance goes to the rescue. Now Swan can be turning things in. Look at this management. The second gets one back. He doesn't have the thunder. No mana for him. He's going to get hexed up and slapped away. So looking for another pick on the DJ. Leaf is going to be expended. They've still got the Batrider going deep though. He's going very, very quickly to get off that little boogers, and that's going to be a lot of stacks on him. Napalm coming through 4 charges, and Io able to pick up his first little kill there. That Wisp had a big impact in that fight. I can't believe KP lived.
Napalm, plus the goo. And that was also a very good rotation by Batrider coming in at the right time to save his body there. Like I mentioned, the IO plus Bristleback is very, very strong in the early game. If you can't kill the Bristleback, then you're just gonna lose a lot of heroes. That's why you have to always try to focus the IO if you can. And top lane, how... Oh, okay, at least they got the tower and SD didn't get the deny. So, like I said, if you have a jungling hero, you should always pressure the tower and try to push the tower as early as you can. So Newbee doing the right things, and Lion, not in the lane, he's been busy stacking. Look at all the stacks he's prepared.
These stacks are incredible here. We got couple neutrals, and then Bristle IO have been doing their job. These are 4 stacks right here?
Yeah, it's gonna give the Lion his level 6 as well, so this is very, very big. They can move around after they clear this camp, go back to base, heal up, and it should give him his blink, very close to his blink. Maybe not. Nice. He needs one more stack. He needs to clear the other camps as well.
I mean, this Ancient stack is just absolutely beefing up the Radiant.
Yeah.
Now have at least a little bit of vision of the area, but when does Dire want to take this? Do they give it to the Bristle? Do they give it to the Slark? And
Bristle should take this stack. And right now, Lion has, like I said, got level 6 from the stacks that Batrider cleared, so he's going to make a play right now. That's what you want to do when you get your ultimate up. You want to use it as soon as you can to kill a high value target. Like either the TB or the Alchemist.
G-Ward coming in. Meanwhile, mid lane is to be disrupted. Going back on in, although Moo gets the lasso. Nice reaction from him. Not going to get stuck, and now Wisp comes back in, bringing the tether. The Spirit's rocking as well. There's going to be Shadow Poison sprayed out, but 3-4-3 has to sit back and deal with the fact that his target got away. Very nice reaction from Moo.
That was a blunder by Ohio. He shouldn't have gone so near towards the disruption area. He should just stay back and just cut the raw off. Because when he gets near that's going to happen. The Batrider just needed to lasso him because Raw has very long cast time. So that was a mistake by Ohio there. losing their team one kill, one important kill. He was very close to his blink, and that kill could have meant something important for Fnatic, but they're gonna miss that big kill. Mu is gonna go back into the jungle to get his blink. 100 go off it, so you see the Lion in mid lane, the smoke, so they're gonna wait for most likely the dagger to come on the bat. So he'll join the Lion to make a smoke play with his Finger of Death.
And talking about the overall momentum, in draft we were talking about the 3 different kinds of offlaners. There's the ones you have to babysit, the ones that can kind of do their own thing, and
The jungling one.
The jungling one. So Beastmaster definitely more of the jungly one. Is he where he needs to be in terms of his farm, his overall presence?
I mean he's at a pretty good spot right now. I mean the gang preferably should have worked for them. But overall, I think he's pretty happy with his position in the game right now. He's got almost level 8. Starting to build into his Necrobook. We'll have to wait for the Bear Rider to make his move. He has his blink now. He's gonna TP somewhere, join his Lion for a smoke. The Lion has wards right now, so ideally they want to smoke, get a pick, place wards. That would be the best scenario for Newbee right now. They're gearing up for that to happen. Mech on the Bristleback just completed, so Newbee has hit their first power.
Oh, the roar comes back in. They see that that is a Blink Dagger. They're going to have an easy move. And he's stuck up there. The long range arrow connecting as well. There's going to be disruptions like that. Guys, the Shadow Poison is straight in. Luke could be in some serious trouble there. The Terrorblade did doing what he can there, but the mechanism keeping everyone nice and healthy. Bristleback shows that one off with style. They're going to go in 3-4-3. Really first drop. They're looking for the Terrorblade here as well, but they're going to get the last on the back line. Looking for the deep drag. They will get Mushi down. The Chemical Rage keeping him healthy for now. Meanwhile, How going to get stunned up with the Mirana arrow, but still up, still fighting to pop up the ultimate form. Underneath the tower, still taking a couple shots, but will be able to regen up. So in the end, Newbee able to go through, not really drop anything, and secure 2 kills, including one of the Alchemists.
Newbee was just very strong there. Like I said, they got the blink plus the mech at the same time, and Fnatic's heroes are just not ready to fight yet. They got the tower from Metamorph, but they just didn't retreat fast enough, and they tried to go on the Bat Rider, which was very risky for Fnatic. As a result, they got punished by that, losing 2 heroes in the process. They did get the tower, but losing 2 important heroes. And you see Mu here trying to look for stacks. Unfortunately, he's not going to find any stacks for the Alchemist. Just going to clear out some jungle camps. But Fnatic has to be extremely careful right now. Newbee is really, really strong around this time.
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic, we talked in draft about how they can just kind of outlast this initial power peak, and they can take this late if necessary. So does Fnatic just sit back and farm, or do they try to go and have, defensive holds?
Yeah, they should sit back and farm and just let the Beastmaster do his thing. Try to find a pick off here and there whenever he can. Obviously with the Mirana. Kumis is just going to do his best. If there's a push coming in, lay down the acid to slow down the push and let the TB with Metamorphosis do his thing on the side lanes. That would be most likely their plan. I don't think they can take any head-on fight against Newbee right now. Newbee is just way too strong for Fnatic at this stage of the game.
Yeah, I mean, this Slark, he's 0-1 and 2, so he hasn't really started that snowball that can be so dangerous, but he does have his Shadow Blade. How is that going to change up how he looks for those fights?
It's just going to increase his farm. He's going to be able to move around faster.
He's got that Firefly going and goes for the blink, but just doing a movement trying to follow up. Immediate disruption there. They catch out that fast distract. There's going to be a step to follow up. The line trying to do something, but Scream does come out. Ohio with the roar, doing some serious work with the mechanism, keeping everyone alive for now. They are just using the Bat Rider. They're looking for more here. Ohio in the back line's got nothing left in his arsenal. Will end up going down now. There's going to be a TP out from the Terrorblade. They're going to be popping it out, but they aren't able to go through and cancel anything in time. Mirana shoots some arrows, but not able to really get anything done. Just stunning KP temporarily in place.
He didn't see him though. He had his impale up. That would have been really, really big for Newbee. They still got a favorable trade. One Bat Rider for Shadow Demon and a Beastmaster. But could have been better for Newbee. But you can see that Newbee understanding that they are very, very strong right now at this stage of the game compared to what Fnatic has with their lineup and the items, and they're just constantly taking fights, defending every tower that Fnatic is trying to go for. This is what you want to do when you're strong. Constantly take fights.
Middle tower is under attack.
I mean, you talked about the timing windows. Is Newbee where they need to be right now? Is this the correct part of the power peak?
They are very strong right now and they understand that. So I think they're doing everything correctly. The next thing is to get the blink onto Lion. That will be really nice for them. He's gonna smoke himself up, relocate, They got Mushi here as a
Oh, yeah. They're looking for something else. The second time the Alchemist has been independent range, but just picked off because there's too much damage. And Bat Rider going in, gets 1 second napalm, they go in, Moo, looking to block him back, almost the arrow, straight on through. Not to reconnect on anyone, they are able to find the kill on the Shadow Demon once again, so Newbee definitely feeling like they're at a good spot.
Yeah, that was very good read by Newbee as well. They were able to catch the Alchemist when he's going for the rune, because as an Alchemist player, you have to always get the bounty runes whenever you can, and Mushi was just running over, get the rune, and he just got caught, relocate. Like I said, they have a lot of global presence, so it's very easy for them to catch heroes out with the Shadow Blade and the Blink Lasso.
I mean, overall hero levels are really starting to favor Newbee. Alchemist not even keeping pace with that Slark.
This is really bad for them right now. They have to stop the bleeding and just avoid pickoffs. Use the Beastmaster Hawk to scout them out, if possible, and try to give more space to the Alchemist. He has to get to his Radiance. He has his Relic, still has not gotten the recipe yet. It's going to be a pretty late Radiance. Average times will be around 14 minutes, 15 minutes. You have a decent game. This is a pretty tough game for the Alchemist. 3 deaths on the board already from Mushi.
Yeah, he's really finding it hard to find a safe place to farm. Is there something more his team needs to do? Is it down to ward vision or stacking caps for him or what?
Stacking, probably. They can give him the ancients here, but if you look at their warding, they have a ward on top of the river. But preferably if you want to have a ward around your jungle area to scout out if Newbee is coming in with their heroes. But they have one in the river here, but it just got dewarded by Newbee previously. So vision plus stacking, that would be important for Fnatic. And pickoffs if possible with the Beastmaster plus the arrow. Those 2 heroes should be actively looking for pickoffs if they can.
Alright, but Newbee definitely not going to stop pushing that gas pedal, going straight to the Roach Pit. I mean, spraying out that glue for all it's worth. They're looking to give someone their first Aegis of the game. It looks like it could be going the way. Either Bristle or Slark. Who do you think's the best holder?
Probably Slug. I mean, I guess either is fine. Either one is fine, but they'll probably give it to Slug. I think Slug has the most damage right now.
Oh, the scan there from the Direwolf. Something's going on. They also scout out the Beastmaster 4 coming in. Shadow Poison. They are able to go and get a couple stacks onto these Dire heroes. Dire deciding whether or not they want to take a fight before the Roach or bail out of the Roach Pit or what, but it's just so close to being good. Oh, the arrow! Barely not leaving enough damage. Slark ends up getting the Aegis there.
That's
the
close.
kill goes the way of Newbee, but that was very, very close. Nice shot from Arana.
Yep, but overall, very, very good play by Newbee once again. Slug actually came out to kill, just to kill the Hawk, so that Fnatic has no vision in the pit. So I think that was a very good play by How Day on the Slug there, identifying that if Fnatic doesn't have vision, there's nothing they can do to try and contest that. So Relocate coming on top onto Mushi here.
And he's going to be in control. The Earthquake does latch. We'll bring in How as well just to latch him up. And yeah, that's going to be a whole big chunk of damage there. Lion just unleashing that finger of death.
How are they doing this? They just relocated him with a support and this, even without dagger. Mushi didn't react on time. He just stood there. And it was.
Well, the good news is Alchemist finally finishes that Radiance, but it's, again, very, very late. Like you mentioned, 14-15 minutes is what you want in a successful game, and it feels like he's just slowly starting to starve out.
40-50 is like average game. Oh, raw onto Kaiti here.
Yeah, he's going to get arrowed up there, and now he's going to have to sit back and take it. If you bring Swan Knight, Earthquake lashing up. Look at the Spirit doing the damage. There's going to be a fail, perhaps, onto the Bristle, but no, the regen just doing so much work. And like you mentioned, Lion being very good at cleaning up those illusions from the Terror Blades, so it's not going to hurt too bad now. In fact, Lua is going to go off the aggressive here. The arrow will come in, not going to latch. Nice reaction there from Newbee, just reading this Piranha perfectly, and they are able to secure a kill onto the Terror Blade, his second death of the game. Newbee is just stomping all over Fnatic right now.
They're doing everything correctly, and they're just very, very impressive as a team. Their movement, their understanding of the power picks that their lineup has. And that fight, look, the Bristleback just couldn't be brought down there.
Oh, wow. Under the tower, no mercy, goes into the latch. Ohio does not have the door. There's a defensive disruption coming back up, but how can just sit there? We'll get arrowed up. The Earthquake not getting connected with fire does enough damage to burn down the Beastmaster. Now, it's just looking so fantastic for Newbee. How do they actually go through and seal the deal? Because you mentioned Fnatic can end up taking this late, and they do have heroes that scale nicely. What does Newbee need to do to seal the deal?
They keep doing what they're doing right now. Control the map, amass more resources. Eventually, you're going to outfarm the enemy by a huge margin that it's going to be very, very difficult for them to defend their high ground. And if you look at overall Newbee's composition, they have Bristleback for them to tank up, to push the high ground. They have a pretty decent lineup when they're sieging. So Newbee just needs to keep this rolling, control the map. Oh, Kaka gonna get arrow. Is he gonna be able to get out here with the tether?
Oh, he's gonna get stunned up here. I think that poor little Wisp will end up falling, so at least something going the way of Fnatic.
Oh, raw. They got a raw onto Kai P as well. Where's the backup?
Yeah, they got the bat right under. That's pretty scary. He's gonna be taking
arrow.
stuff. The arrow does connect. There's a flame break coming back in. Mushi gonna get heads up. Will he be able to go through and get the cast off? It's gonna stun himself. And that's the Deep going in, trying to drain that mana. And there's gonna be a firefly coming back out. Newbee ends up showing off that fancy the Crimson Guard, and Mushi just sitting back will end up getting the kill onto the Bristleback.
And Slug behind enemy lines. He got a support kill on the Mirana now. Right now, oh, he pops his Shadow Dance. Shadow can't get the Thunder off. And he's going on Ohio right now.
Is there anything Ohio can do? He's just playing Ring Around the Rosie here. How is just so ferocious going in. That Necro Saber doing the work. Triple kill now for How. No, they end up winning the Lion for that, but that is fantastic for Newbee.
Man, Newbee is just on another level compared to Fnatic right now. They're just understanding their team lineup, their limits, item timings. Like everything is just perfect for Newbee. The moves that they are making, the wards that they're dropping, the deep wards they had, they have very good vision, the smoke rotations, they got the Roshan. And Slug is just snowballing out of control. When a Slug is on the same amount of net worth as your Alchemist, that is extremely bad news for Fnatic.
Radiant's bottom tower
Now,
has fallen.
what's the point of no return? What time is it when Fnatic say, all right, we absolutely cannot win this? Is there an item or a rotation or an objective by Newbee?
They have to just keep defending. I don't think they are worried. They can't be too worried about what Newbee is gonna get, but for them, it's more of having the Radiance illusions and the levels on the Shadow Demon when you have level 4 in Disruption, and you can constantly spam illusions to defend your lanes. And obviously like the Aghanim's on Mirana, like you mentioned earlier, during the draft phase. Those are all the items that will help them push out the lanes. When you push out the lanes, you're gonna just create time for everyone to farm.
Now sitting there farming up very aggressively, slowly but surely taking down this tower. I mean, you got Beastmaster here just standing up on his high ground, trying to figure out what to do. He's only got Necro 1s. He's sitting on that Primal Roar, but there's just nothing he can do up against this onslaught of damage.
It's very difficult for him to get solo kills in this type of game because of the global presence. If he goes for a kill, there's a relocate save or a relocate to your lane. So it's very risky, and his teammates all need a lot of farm. Like the Beastmaster games where you see a lot of kills happening, it's very active. It's a different type of composition where you have a composition that fights faster. Fnatic's composition in this game is much more slower pace, and they want to group up and push towers, but because they lost their early lanes pretty badly, and Newbee with all the rotations, understanding of their item timings, just overtook the game.
This could be huge there. Ohio looking for something, gets the roar off onto one. Schwan with the first to fall. And he's going to go ahead and pick forward up. But oh man, the mechanism, the Crimson Guard, he's going to be alive for now. Will end up going down as the Archivate and Mushi illusions, but he's getting so burned out. And that's going to be very, very dead.
Oh, terribly.
Still going in. He's going to try to TP out. Will be able to get away safely. But Newbee's still going in, getting the better out of that engage. They end up dropping the support, but they get the Alchemist in return.
They're gonna go high ground without the Alchemist. That's their base defense. That's their acid spray and radiance damage.
I mean, How is just an absolute machine at this point. What have you got to stop him there? You got a really lucky Mirana arrow. He's got the Terrorblade Metamorphosis. And there's a disruption coming up. 3-4-3. Looking to spray out some poison up against How, but he's still feeling nice and tanky. He doesn't have himself the Aegis again. That just expired, but he's still able to go. And I think Newbee back off here. They don't want to overstay their welcome, but they're definitely showing that they are firmly in charge of this game.
Yeah, right after this is more of control and containing their opponents. They want to keep them in their base. They want to get a gem on the Bat Rider, so you remove their vision, and you want to force Fnatic to constantly play in the dark, so they have no vision, no information at all. So it's very difficult for them to get any farm outside of their base and wait for the next Roshan before you siege again. That's what they are looking to do right now for Newbee.
Good how he's patrolling things around there with his Shadow Blade. See if he can go for a jump. There is going to be a smoke there. Beastmaster trying to crawl around with the rest of his team.
Yeah,
Getting some pings onto the Flark.
They're trying very desperately to get a pick off. Like, it's very, very hard for them to get a pick off without the dagger on the Beastmaster. He has to be able to somehow get the raw onto the IO. If he raws the Bristleback, they just relocate him out of the danger zone. So that's gonna be pretty difficult. They need to get a big kill right now.
So does IO always have to be Fnatic's top priority?
Yeah, in most cases, yes, I would say yes. But Beastmaster without Blink.
Oh, how's gonna go ahead. Will Shadowblade himself up. He's gonna eat the roar. And they are gonna go in with some return damage, but there's gonna be a drag back in. It wants to be in some trouble there. He is gonna get hexed up. Oh golly, there's gonna be Crimson Guard making sure no damage gets done. How in trouble there? He's in ultimate form. Gonna get some nice reset rocking for himself. They will end up going to burn out the Terror Blade. 343 next to the menu. Relocate out. Everyone is safe. They go through. They pick off Muji. Oh god, it's just a bloodbath there. Janice on the deck. The good thing about right is if he's away, because DJ actually lives with this. Nuh-uh. That's gonna be a complete team wipe. Newbee only sacrificing the Batrider, and I believe that was a cute little taunt coming out.
They were just too far behind. They got smashed there in the team fight. The slot got Arrow got stunned. Sorry, not Arrow got stunned by the Alchemist as well. He was standing there for 10 seconds, but his team still was able to win the team fight with the other 4 heroes. Like everyone else is just way too rich for Fnatic to deal with.
I mean, there's just such a huge level gap. Slark level 19, and the Alchemist sitting on only level 15. He's just got so much more to work with now with a completed Eye of Scotty. He's also got himself 3,000 more gold to work with. Now Courier flying in, he's going deep. Courier's gonna get picked off. I think someone was pushing the wrong button there. 343 is gonna get knotted up. The viscous goo coming out. KT gonna back off, losing absolutely nothing. He's just so gosh darn tanky. And they're able to go in, take half a racks, and Newbie still feel fresh and fighting.
Yeah, the Crimson Guard was a very, very good position on the Bristol Bat against all the illusions. It just basically keeps everyone healthy, and you block so much of the damage from the illusions. So it's gonna take Fnatic a long time before they get enough items for them to be able to kill Newbee's heroes. Like the heal from Mac, Tether overcharge, the Crimson Guard. There's so many things keeping each other safe. Killing one lion itself is very difficult. You've seen the last few fights where they tried to kill the lion, but it took them so long that they had to commit so many spells and time to kill him that Newbee just ran over the rest of the team.
I mean, you talked about the potential for Fnatic to take this really late, and Newbee have to completely go and end it by 40 minutes. Obviously, they're very on track to do so, but is there a comeback mechanism from Fnatic? Can they actually hold this?
At this point, it's extremely difficult for them to come back unless Newbee give them a helping hand. I think a big mistake.
Oh, Moonlight Shadow goes in, but they are able to go through to get the drag on the Alchemist. The air to follow up, but it's going to be a relocate coming back on in. Primal Roar on the backside, but oh, look at the damage there. Tuan just absolutely poking the finger at the Shadow Demon. That's going to be another kill. The Aria flame break out Ohio. Not keeping up this time. Good by Beastmaster. Ned's going to clean up his Necro Creeps for that little bit of extra juicy gold. This is feeling great for Newbee.
And Newbee are just destroying Fnatic at this point. Fnatic trying desperately to get any pickoffs, any kills that they can get, but just constantly failing because of the deficit in terms of items. They're just at a very big disadvantage right now. It's very difficult for them to fight outside of the base, let alone inside.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the net worth discrepancy. Slark now sitting 3,000 net worth ahead of the Alchemist, which is really not where you need your position 1 to be.
Okay, they use acid spray in the mid lane, so they won't have acid spray here to defend their towers.
Oh no.
Oh my god, no.
Well, it's looking like Mushi's gonna have some help from his little friends there, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to stop the onslaught of house damage. Gonna take a stack of Shadow Poison, but this tier 3 crumbles like nobody's business, and Mushi just left to clean up the mess.
I mean, teams just need to start to pick Lion again. I've seen only a few games where I think it was OG picking Lion as well against all these Shadow Demon illusions terribly. This hero is just extremely good at dealing with all the illusions. Lion and Enchantress. Enchantress, because of the enchant, you can steal the illusions. Teams just forgot, like, you stop using those heroes for some time and then the whole meta changes towards illusion-based meta. Then you just need to move your supports back towards supports that can deal with the illusions.
Yeah, I mean, Lion definitely getting picked up a little bit more frequently now that we see Shadow Demon kind of come back into Forte. What are some reasons that Lion wouldn't be a good pick? I mean, are there games where it's just like, he's just not the best choice, or?
I mean, I think overall he's a very all-rounder support. He's pretty good in the lane, has instant disable, has burst damage. The only issue with the hero is you need to get dagger on the hero, you need to farm. If you compare him to like SD doesn't need much farm, right? You just need levels, and you can disrupt, make illusions, or disrupt for setup for your teammate. That's why SD is much more frequent. Like you first pick a SD, you don't first pick a Lion. But this game, Newbee's Lion definitely working very well against all the illusions that Fnatic has.
And this double damage Slark is absolutely hurting Radiant. They ended up going through and scanning up everyone, but for now it's just going to be Slark picking up whatever he wants to, and I think Radiant didn't even know that was going on. Now Hao coming back in, he's still got that Shallow Blade, not going to be going with the Silver Age anytime soon. There's going to be disruption coming back out, but everyone just books it away as soon as there's any hint of Newbee. Is that the right play from Fnatic, or do they need to try to take something here?
No, that's definitely the right play. There's no way they take a fight. There's zero chance. If they take that fight, they're just gonna lose the fight head on. No way they fight there. They have to just wait in their base, high ground defense. Do they have buybacks? I mean, they have no buybacks at all. I mean, they have very, very little chance to win a team fight unless Newbee messes things up, like overcommit on a kill, dive too deep, make a big mistake. They need like some help from Newbee to be able to win the team fight.
Right now, DJ sitting over here in the trees, just camping out, making sure she's in a very safe position. Gonna be going for the Aghanim Scepter, so unfortunately, Alchemist definitely not in a position to fool her one, and that's just gonna cost Fnatic just a little bit of vision, a little bit of other support items. It's an unfortunate place for...
this Alchemist can't even take care of himself. You can't afford to buy Aghanims for your teammates. It's not farm enough. He's the only one to have buyback right now. He just got his buyback.
Is going to have to use it perhaps quite soon, as it looks like all of Newbee are ready to dive onto the high ground. How first one to cross the threshold, disruption coming back up, Mushi bringing in his friends, and I mean, you don't even know who to go at this point. KP2 Takey, How will just regen up all the damage he takes, and on the backline move, they're threatening that Firefly coming back in, the lasso at the ready. They're looking for something there. How is going to go ahead and leap away. There is the Lincolns picked up on the Slark to pop away. That was good concoction. Meanwhile, the whole lane of racks are going to end up falling. Newbee get away completely unscathed, just parading Fnatic around. Fnatic are always reacting.
You know, I said that the only way they lose the fight is by overcommit. They didn't even try to fight. They just send their tanky heroes up, get the racks and back off. It's the safest possible play for Newbee. They're just doing everything perfectly. What a team.
Here, maybe Hal goes in a little bit too deep. Again, there's going to be that Lincoln showing off. There will be an arrow coming back out. Possibly goes on to Chuan, just sitting back. Does have the finger of death in the back line, but it's going to be a leap away from the Slark. He's getting a little bit low now. Casey could be in trouble. Move goes in with the lasso. The arms strike away Mushi. Like you mentioned, does a buyback, but he's going to defend them right away. He wants to get back into the fight. Now mid one is going in. The leap from Hal will not latch. He's going to go in, trying to get something done onto the Slark, but Slark is just having some fun. He's trying to de-ward here. He's got all the time in the world. And again, there's an ambulance whisk to save the day if things go south, and Moo still sitting there completely satisfied, has himself the ultimate orb, and will be going for the Lincoln Spear himself.
They can't kill anyone. They have way too much.
I mean, this Lincoln's pickup is fantastic.
Lincolns, Crimson Guard, AC, all stuffs everywhere. The IO.
Slark. Why was Mirana out of the base so far?
He was trying to push out the lane.
Oh, that's not something you can do right now. It's down in the bottom lane. Terrorblade is destroyed right there, and they're going to be going in for this tower. Buyback for the Terrorblade. Alchemist does have his buyback, but holds on to it. Maybe looking for some sort of Hail Mary thing once he respawns 3-4-3. Taking some biscuits and we're looking for the melee barracks. Oh, really nice Earthstrike to follow up. The immediate kill onto both. They're going to head something as well. That's going to be his item. Terrorblade. The arm goes down, but he's just to walk back towards base, and he calls out the GG. Fnatic game 1 against Newbee. They are looking so incredibly strong right here. Is this meta? Is this execution? Is this Fnatic playing poorly, or a combination?
I remember what I did. I didn't like Fnatic playing this kind of strategy, a slow play strategy. I don't